Hi, this is Jacqueline. I'm back with my next video. I originally started this channel to share stories about long COVID, recovery, and treatment, and be a support system for one another. But I have to admit, this past weekend, I got really frustrated, and there's just some things that I want to share. And if you all feel the same way, I ask you to please share this video. I'm not normally one that asks people to share things. I find if you find something that's helpful, please share it. But if you feel me on this, I pray that you will share, because this is messaging that really does need to get out. So I had COVID in December of 2020, and at that time, there were no therapeutics available. We were told, stay at home, there's nothing we can do for you, don't come to the hospital unless you're severely sick, short of breath, have low oxygen levels. Okay, and maybe that could fly in December of 2020, but in December of 2021, when that is the same messaging that we are getting, I just find it unacceptable. I live in Southern California, and a local hospital said, please don't come to the hospital unless you're severely ill and cannot breathe, have underlying conditions, are obese. We have a limited amount of monoclonals, and we're only giving it to those people. So otherwise, don't come. Also, please don't come asking for antiviral. We don't have any to give. You can't get it. It's not the hospital's fault. I'm definitely not putting this on them. Those healthcare workers are doing the best they can do. They put themselves on the line every day. So this has nothing to do with them. But that is what is going on right now. In our country, 2 years into a pandemic, we still cannot get treatment. I am currently in Facebook groups right now. People are testing positive. People's parents are testing positive. They are asking other people, where can I get treatment? I will drive 8 hours. I will drive 10 hours. I will go wherever I can to get treatment because I can't get treated locally. The doctors do not have any monoclonals available to them. I wanted to be prepared this time. So I called doctors' offices. I heard from our local hospital. I have called concierge places. Nothing. They are out of supply, completely out of supply. How does this happen when we are surging in the middle of a pandemic? They also pulled Regeneron, which all of a sudden now Delta just doesn't exist. So apparently they're going to take a drug out that potentially could still help people. Again, we don't know that it's all Omicron right now, and I understand that those monoclonals don't necessarily help or are as effective against Omicron, but why do we not have the new monoclonal from GlaxoSmithKline available to people now? Also, in the group, I have acquaintances that live in Florida, and they were told they could choose which monoclonal they wanted. Wow. Here in Southern California, don't come to the hospital. We have nothing for you. From what I'm hearing, generally the supply is low all over the United States, but just the other day, people were able to choose in Florida which infusion they wanted, and here we have nothing for you. Like, I just don't understand how this happens. I don't understand how we don't have an antiviral now. 2 years into a pandemic, we still don't have an antiviral. Those vaccines were made in warp speed. Those vaccines were out a year ago, and we still don't have an antiviral available for people. And the thing is the vaccines, yes, they help with severe disease, hospitalization, and death. I completely believe that. But there are so many mild infections that cause long COVID. So we're missing that piece of the puzzle. We are just focused on vaccines, hospitalizations, and death. Again, very, very important. But now we have mild infections and long COVID and people not getting treatment. We know with every illness, early intervention is key. But we don't have any early intervention. Look, I was vaccinated, double vaxxed with Moderna in February, got Delta in July, and got long COVID from that Delta infection. Yes, I had issues prior to that from my initial infection, but most of that stuff had cleared up. I was feeling a lot better by end of June, July. I got Delta, and I had so many long COVID symptoms from that Delta infection after I was vaccinated, double vaxxed with Moderna. So we know, and I do know other people that are having long COVID issues after they were double vaxxed. So we know that vaccines do not prevent long COVID from happening. Maybe they reduce the risk of it happening. Sure, maybe. No one knows because no one's really doing any research on that. At least I haven't heard of anything. So we know mild infections can cause long COVID, but we're not letting these people get any treatment. And so I thought, oh man, that I was screwed when I got sick in December 2020. I mean, there was nothing available. Take some Tylenol, drink a lot of fluid, treat it like the flu. But it's not the flu, right? So why am I treating it like it's the flu? But that may have been acceptable then. It is not acceptable now. It is not acceptable. People need treatment options available to them. So yes, I am super frustrated today. I am very, very upset that we are in this state right now at this point in the pandemic. If you feel the same way, I ask you to share this video. We have to let people know that this is not acceptable in the United States of America, 2 years in a pandemic, and you have no treatment available for the citizens of your country. Sorry, sorry about that. I hope to come back next week on a much lighter note, but it's been a heavy few days for me, and I hate seeing the fact that people cannot get treatment and fearing again that I may not be able to get treatment. So for now, please stay well, do the best you can to protect yourself and your families. Peace.
Oh, I'm playing Fortnite, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.